One of the other major exercises that we can do with both legs at the 100 position is the scissors. And a bit like the single leg stretch, you can also do this with just one leg at coffee table as well. Now, if you do remember the one leg stretch, you'd have the knee directly above the hip bone and you'd breathe out as you straighten the leg out. And as usual, you know that it's harder if you do it slower and if you stretch out further. The scissors is similar, except we don't change the angle at the knee. So with a 90 or so degree angle at the knee like I've got now, I just pivot at the hip joint, taking my heel towards the floor. Now with the single leg stretch, it's harder the more you straighten the leg out. With this one, it's harder the closer you bring the heel to the mat. So I'm just touching the floor and coming back up. If I want to make it easier, I might only go halfway down. Ways of making this harder. Further away coffee table, straighter leg. Both of those I've just added, and I maintain the angle at the knee and I come up. If I've got a straighter leg and I'm coming up to my normal coffee table, it's still a little bit harder, but it's definitely harder with that further away coffee table. Completely straight leg is harder again. So obviously I'm maintaining my alignment, I'm not doming my tummy, I'm not feeling uncomfortable through my lower back, and I'm not tensing up through my arms and shoulders. So I'm going to return that foot to the floor. So I was just demonstrating single leg scissors there. And just like the single leg stretch, it's harder if you do a block of one leg over and over again, as opposed to doing one leg, then the other. I'm going to bring one, then the second leg to coffee table. And in this position here, I'm just going to scissor and alternate between legs. Now this is, I suppose you'd say, the basic variation of the double leg scissor. You're only doing one leg at a time, but you can crisscross. That's another option. Now, what's my breathing pattern? Well, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. With the crisscross, ideally, you do a full cycle of left and right on a breath in, and a full cycle of left and right on a breath out. But if in doubt, just keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. Trying to breathe as usual into the base of your rib cage, doing our lateral thoracic breathing, our width rat breathing. And as you can see, I'm having a little round the clock stretch, and I'm going to return the feet to the floor. So that's basically scissors. You know you can make it harder by having straighter legs. You can make it harder by having both legs at coffee table and doing a block of one leg over and over again. You can also make it harder by having one or both legs a little bit further away and then scissoring. So you could be scissoring with the straighter of the two legs, or you could be scissoring with the bent of the two legs. So it doesn't really matter, to be honest, which variation that you choose to do. The main one is that you are able to do it without holding your breath, without losing your alignment. So if you want to progress the exercise and make it harder, go for it. But there are a lot of advantages for doing the lower level exercises with just the one leg at coffee table, focusing on those deep stability muscles. When you do require the globals, use them over the top. Don't let them take all the load. So scissors, like your single leg stretch, are the two, I suppose, key exercises that a lot of our supine exercises with Pilates are based upon.